What's up, y'all? I'm PC McCray.
Hey, y'all, my name is Shaunda Head, and this is the Everything Has Changed podcast.
From two college roommates to 40-something adults, life has been lifing, and we want to talk about it. We're the new adults, y'all. How did that happen?
I don't know, P, but we got to talk about it.
Let's do it. Let's go.
Let's go. Hey, y'all. This is a solo episode with Shaun, but not really. Let me explain. You may have noticed that your girls have been gone, okay, for a few weeks. I'm here to explain why. Um, on Easter Sunday, P's dad suffered another stroke. And if you are a listener to the podcast, then you know that P is her dad's sole caregiver. And she's been through this before as well because she was also the caregiver for her mom before she passed. So, as P calls it, she's been doing round two. So, just this month, we learned that her dad has had another stroke, and so she had to take some time off for herself and for her family so that she could get him together, get his care together, kind of figure out, all the things. What's a new schedule going to look like? Who's going to be able to help? Who can't help? What is her, work schedule even going to look like? And so just because of all these different things that are going on, we actually have decided to take our summer hiatus early. We were going to take it, I believe, July, like starting first week of July and go through to the fall like we did last year. But we're not going to do that this year. We want to make sure that P can do what she needs to do, as a caregiver and be able to bring her full mental capacity to the job because it is freaking hard. And that doesn't even include any emotional things. You know what I'm saying? So we just decided since we were going to do a hiatus anyway to let's just go ahead and start it early. Because this is what, P's going to need for her family. And I'm all for that. We both have been through the ringer and I'm all for that. And I would just, if you're a praying girl, if you're a praying guy, whatever you believe in, we just ask that you send some prayers up for Mr. Chris, so that he can just have the best recovery possible. I ask, that you send some prayers up for P, um, just so that she can stay grounded, so that she can have the capability to do what she needs to do, so that she can give herself grace, and so that, she can just do the best she can do every day, and that she is loved and supported and cared for. So if you want to reach out to P directly, you can find her on Instagram and on Threads at Better3701. Please send them some love, send them your support, send them comfort, send them strength, and you'll see us back together later on in the year. We will definitely keep you updated. Please join our email list at everythinghaschangedpodcast.com. And that way you'll be most up to date on how we're going to move forward and when we're coming back from hiatus and all that stuff, right? Coming back from summer break. Now, P did request one thing of me, and I'm going to do this because P asked me to do it. But she wanted me to just give y'all a little summary of the Cardi B Experience because if you have been following along, I was going to the Atlanta show of Cardi's tour, which was actually her last stop. So I was supposed to come back and do a whole breakdown for y'all. And we didn't come back. But P asked specifically to hear how my experience was. So I'm just going to share that with you guys really quickly. It was a fucking success. And let me say this. Y'all already know. I said, hey, I'll be the first one to get back on this mic if she don't actually show up and tell you how it goes. And I tell you that lady showed up. Now, I went to stop number 1. There were 2 Atlanta stops, Friday, Saturday. I went to Friday. We had no qualms at the arena. You may have all heard by now there was something that went down on Saturday night. I don't know if it caused the show to go on later, but I do know she was threatening not to come on. She did come on. She did the show. She ended out with a bang. She had Missy Elliott come out amazing. I was there on Friday. Our special guests were Mariah the Scientist, um, Jeezy, and T.I. Now, go ahead and pat myself on the back because I did call the Jeezy and the T.I. appearances, and I'm glad that I was there when they came out. I would have loved, though, to see Missy, though. Missy has my heart. I was about to say we've got a whole history. We have no history, except that I came up dancing, and I came up dancing in the era of, Missy Elliott. So, great time to be a dancer when Missy, was putting out singles every year. So, I woulda loved to see her, but I did love seeing Jeezy, I love seeing T.I. Mariah the Scientist got a nice welcome. The show, I could tell from the clips going into I generally try to stay away from clips, um, but who am I kidding? I saw a couple. And I just remember thinking, wow, Cardi just looks so happy. She looks so pumped up. She just looks so happy to be here. And then I'm watching clips like this lady, this don't look like a rap concert. Oh, yes, clearly it was a rap concert. But I was seeing clips of her doing all the diva things, right? Like going off into the crowd and singing with and not that everybody don't do this, but when you go see a rap show or you go see a show by one of the rap girls, what Cardi did was different. What Cardi did was really diva, was really one name, you know what I'm saying? You should be kicking off her shoes and stuff and twirling around like Diana Ross and going up in the cage to the sky. It was amazing. I was so happy for her. She just seemed like she was just having such a genuinely such a good time. There were no openers, which that surprised me. It was like literally almost 2 hours of a DJ set in Atlanta. So you can guess how that went. We was at the club for 2 hours before Cardi came out. Cardi did all the things. She brought out the Magic City Girls. So, which if you don't know, Magic City is a famed strip club down here. So there were strippers on stage. Cardi had some lap dance. Now she didn't bring out people for her lap dance, but that chair got a lap dance. Okay. I put it all in. I will put in the show notes my clip, my little 90-second edited clip that I put together of the experience. I'll link it below so you guys can see it. It ain't necessarily safe for work. There's about a good probably 5 seconds in there that ain't safe for work. Um, it was just such a good show. Cardi was truly herself. She even did Bodega Baddie, which is oddly literally one of my favorites. It's so short, but I loved it because she came out with all the flags and stuff just like Benito. And she did like a whole little Latin X type set. It was just a good time, y'all. It was a good time. And one thing I will say, I walked in that building and I saw all these men or male presenting people dressed up in their um Catholic schoolgirl. So many. 6 foot and up with the stripper heels on. And I was like, my first thought was like, Nicki's concerts will never look like this again. People will just not feel safe. Certain people won't feel safe to come to her shows again, right? So that was my first thought. I'm like, I'm happy that people who really took to heart, Cardi said, this is a theme, this is the theme. I don't care what your pronouns are. And they took that to heart. It ain't gonna work that way. It ain't gonna work that way, for other shows going forward. So it's just a good thing to see everybody just in there, just happy, just jamming, just dancing. Really good mix of age groups too, because I'm in my 40s, I'm 44. That's the whole thing, you guys. This Cardi concert was actually a part of my birthday. And that's why P was like, I want you to talk about it because we gotta celebrate you. And I was like, P, I don't need to be celebrated. But you know how P is. P is about celebration. She's about peace. And she wanted to hear my experience. So I'm telling y'all, but this was a part of my birthday week, really. I went out there in Uber Black, okay? There and back. Good time. Great time. Um, but yeah, it was just great to see, you know, I've been to all kind of different concerts, especially rap concerts. This was a time. This was great. And the thing about Cardi is when you watch the clips and everybody that she would have come on throughout the run of her whole entire tour were people she was genuinely a fan of. She was out there rapping with them. Half of them didn't have songs with her. Cool. She was singing the song, she was rapping the song, she was twerking to the song, she was bigging them up, she was hyping them up, you know? It was just a really, really good time. After the second Atlanta show, she literally that night went and got on Instagram and recorded a thank you video. I've never seen that. That don't mean it hasn't happened. That does not mean it hasn't happened. I haven't seen it. She thanked everybody, of course, from the fans to the production crews to the arenas to her team to the money people, all that. She thanked everybody. And she was like, I'm going to tell y'all right now because I'm drunk. And so I'm not going, I'm going to do it right now so I don't not do it. Great time. Great time. Really glad I got to go and experience that and experience her first time out like that. You could just tell it meant so much to her. And the celebrities was outside, y'all. The celebrities was outside. Tyler Perry was right over there. And I was like, I know that ain't Tyler Perry because that man got his arms out. And look, I need a new prescription, right? In my contacts. So I had questions. And my friend was like, no, girl, that is Tyler. That's Tyler Perry. And then he came out the next night too. So Tyler said he outside. We saw Megan Good. I did not see Jonathan Majors. I know he was there with her. Saw Jason Lee, saw Damani, T.I.'s son, which is how I was like, okay, so T.I.'s here. And that's when I figured he was coming out. A lot of other people were in the building. Those are just the people that I saw with my own eyes. But people came out to support her this tour. And one thing I think you could take away from this is she's a fan of the game. The amount of people that she brought out, and actually now I'm thinking that's actually a good idea. If you don't have openers, but you just keep upping the factor of the people who are joining you on the concert tour. And here's the last thing I'll say. It is very clear this lady been studying, and that's why I think this showed up differently than like a rap. It's just straight up like rap girly show. She went to the school of Beyonce. That's just the easiest way for me to say it. You could tell because we have pictures of her. I don't know if she's at Renaissance. We do know she was at Cowboy Carter. She was taking notes. Her show looked just like Kelly's show after Kelly got that feedback. So that makes me think I almost want to put money on it, y'all. Beyonce, her team, somebody. I bet you they doing contract work on the side. Critiquing people's tours. Giving them feedback. So that they can make more of a statement, if you will. Oh my God, got to be. If it ain't Beyonce, I bet it's Beyonce though. I bet Beyonce be in the bed with her feet kicked up, taking notes, and then she give it to her team. Her team probably the one to present it to the artist. Because this was like really over the top and ridiculous for your first tour out. But we know Cardi done been out 8-9 years now. That was the whole thing. Like, why is it taking her so long to tour? Why is it taking her so long to come out with a second album? Worth it to me. Let's talk about real quick, let's talk about some numbers. $70 million she made. Record-breaking numbers, over 453,000 tickets sold, more than $70 million grossed. And the outlets, Billboard, Yahoo Entertainment, they're saying that this was just a straight up massive tour by any standard. And let's see what else we got here. 35 sold out shows. Every single show sold out. And this was February through April. So just about 3 months. Wait, I can't do math. February to March to April, 2 months-ish. Back-to-back sold out shows started in LA. So she says her next step is to go after a stadium tour, which those venues can be 90,000 in capacity. She said she's still been making music because she's feeling way more creative. She said while she was in the tour space. So she said she's not even taking a break as far as music is concerned. She's right back in the studio being creative because she got the juices flowing. So happy for Cardi. Happy I got to go. Excellent decision on my part. Kicked off my birthday weekend strong. But yeah, that's going to wrap up, you guys, our season 2. Thank you for hanging with us this season. As you know, life be lifing, lots of things going and happening, but we are going to continue to show up for you guys. We're just going to take our break a little early this year so P can get her bearings so that she can do what she needs to do and so that she can stay sane throughout it all. We will definitely be letting you guys know when we'll be coming back from hiatus. You can expect some rewind episodes to come out as we go through our hiatus as we normally do. But that's why you won't be seeing any live content from us likely within the next couple months. But we will be still be putting out some rewinds. We also had already had some interviews scheduled. So when we come back for our next season, when we're back after hiatus, we will be coming back with some interviews for you guys. So meaning that we're bringing more people on to sit with us and have some good conversations that just center around, you know, being the new adults, being in our 40s, the things that we're going through, nostalgia things, entertainment thing, all the things that people like us, right, Black women in our 40s are interested in. We also will be talking to some people from HBCUs because we are HBCU advocates around here. You already know we bleed orange and green, but we are accepting of the other HBCUs as well. So we're going to be talking about all that jazz when we come back from hiatus. Please join the email list. You can find that at everythinghaschangedpodcast.com. And that way you can stay on top of all the news of when we'll be coming back and our first interviews out the gate and everything like that. I'm Shaunda Head. You can find me on Threads and on Instagram at Hey Shaunda Head. You can find P on Threads and Instagram at Better3701. Please send her and her family some prayers and good wishes. I know that she can really be using that as we go and move throughout the rest of the spring and the summer. And we will see you guys next season. Bye.
Want to stay locked in with us so you never miss an episode? Visit everythinghaschangedpodcast.com and join our email list. That way you'll be the first to know about new episodes and all the fun stuff we have coming your way. Meet us over there.